Ken Tizzard here. How you all doing? Look at me, 55 years old, getting back on a skateboard. Man, I can't tell you how good that felt this fall when I bought my deck. That was a Land Yachts, big old Gordito. Reminded me that I actually remember how to stand on it. Over the winter, I did a lot of research, finding different boards and different ways to exercise. I fell back in love with freestyle, which is amazing. I did get an anti-hero deck, which I like, but I've been mostly spending my time doing some freestyle. A little bit of bowl stuff here and there. Hooked up with Justin from MLM along this trip, and he helped guide me into a nice Witter board, which I started out with, and sort of helped me figure out what trucks and wheels to be using. He's been a great resource, and I am super happy to announce that he's invited me to be on the team. Now, let's get something straight. I'm not a professional skateboarder. There are so many good skateboarders out there. But what I am is a lifelong lover of skateboarding who's come back to it at 55 years old. I quit when I was 30. I was on tour in Australia, and I fell, and I did some pretty bad damage to my arm. And I realized how many people were relying on me for the tour. My bandmates, crew, management, record companies, across the world. And I got the fear back then, and I sort of had to give up skating for my own mental stability. But nowadays, at 55 years old and not touring as much as I used to, it was a good time for me to just start moving around. And I spent a lot of the winter just standing on the board, in my house on a little piece of carpet, just kind of learning my balance again. And the more I looked into it, the more I realized that the art form of skateboarding has developed so wonderfully, especially the freestyle stuff. My God, what an amazing 20 years of skateboarding I missed. Anyways, it's really exciting to be part of the MLM team. I am not a pro skateboarder. I am not, there are so many people who are way better than me, but what I am is an advocate for people getting back into skateboarding who haven't been into it for a while, or older people who might want to get back, might want to try something new. I find the exercise great. I find the freestyle stuff is really good because it's low impact. It's, getting into the ollies and some of the jumps and stuff. I do notice that my knees hurt a little bit after a day of that, whereas that never used to happen when I was younger. But a lot of the freestyle stuff is really just about moving, stretching, being limber, and really, really exercising your balance. I do some work in the bowl. We have a great skate park here in Campbellford, and I've been going down with my anti-hero deck. Some Indy 159s on it, and just learning how to pump, learning how to bend my knees proper. We never had skateboard parks when I was growing up. We just had roads, so skateboarding was one direction to and from for the most part. These whole skate parks thing had a whole other world, including the possibility of getting seriously hurt when you're riding on these things. So, running it out is always a good way off. I've taken a few spills since I've been back out at it, and I am fully padded. Elbows, wrists, hands, head, knees, and I actually have a pair of sort of padded hip pads that are wearing under my pants. I don't need it so much for the freestyle stuff because, a little fall there, you usually land on your wrists or your elbows, but in the bowl, I definitely recommend that. Getting outside, even just doing some simple stuff. Like I say, it's not about being the best. It's not about competing. It's not about, learning crazy tricks. It's just about sort of taking things at your own pace. That's the beauty of skateboarding for me. It's really about, a personal choice, a personal competition with yourself to not necessarily even do stuff better than before, but just, maintain. If I go to the park for 15 minutes and I get a sweat going on, I get my blood moving around, that's a great thing. If by chance, I happen to get closer to completing a full walk the dog, then that would be awesome. In the meantime, it's just kind of spinning and turning and having some fun. There's some great people on the MLM team. I'm really looking forward to getting to know y'all. I'll be supporting you all on the Whiskey Wednesday show and adding little clips here and there when we can. I've really enjoyed the videotaping aspect of skateboarding. I'd never seen myself skateboard before. I'd never even seen a picture of myself on a skateboard, even though I skated for years. There was no cameras back then. And this whole sort of new world of being able to sort of see what you're doing wrong, examine it, share with other people. It's pretty damn incredible. So this is all really exciting for me. I mean, you know, I spend most of my time making and playing and creating music, but this has given me a chance to get out of the house and clear my head. And I gotta say, you know, 15 minutes or an hour on the skateboard, wow, that's some serious head clear. Your mind is thinking about a whole lot of things. You know, these little lips that I'm going up here, I mean, only 3 or 4 feet high. It doesn't look like much from here, but I tell you, when you're up on those things, you might as well be on the top of a skyscraper, especially for a big guy like me. Loving the bowl work, absolutely loving it. I don't know how much I'm going to continue to sort of progress, but we'll see. That's the other thing I'll be doing. I'll be doing you know, this online thing will be there'll be a lot of video footage of my progress. I'll also be doing reviews, of course, you know, wheels, trucks, bearings, boards, you know, whatever I happen to come by. I'm a big advocate for safety gear. I love the idea of skating and being able to skate the next day. You know, taking a hit at 55 years old, definitely, boom, there you go. Definitely takes its toll on you. So I love the idea of being able to take a fall and still come back the next day without any serious injury. Doing a little bit of work, and I thought I'd do a little video for those of you who are interested in or concerned with protective gear for skateboarding. As some of you know, I'm a musician, a professional musician by trade. Have been for 30 plus years. These things here are what make my money, whether it's, you know, with whoever I'm out touring with or whatever I'm doing. These things here are the most important thing to me. Everybody asks me, what happens if you fall when you're skateboarding? And the reality is you do fall. It's like playing football. So you know, what happens if you get tackled? Well, you do. So the key is to get safe with it. So I'm going to keep working. Hopefully not too many topless shots of me. Here's me trying to figure out some switchblades. I'm happy to be part of the team, and I'm really looking forward to meeting everybody else on the team over the next year or so and figuring out who you all are. Thanks to Justin for inviting me. I'm really looking forward to being along for the next part of this ride. Let's go through a pretty good thing. So, readjusting trucks, putting on some grip tape, changing my Kevlar shoelaces in. Almost ready for spring, folks. So excited. Had these on today, little wrist guards, 187s. If you're going to do stuff, you know, think about it. You know, if you're freestyling, wrist guards are definitely, as Yo-Yo Schultz told me, you know, like the wrist guards are kind of essential because when you do fall, you fall on your wrists. And today I did have the board slip out at one point, which was just happened, as it does. But I went back and I landed both on my wrists and I didn't feel a thing. These things here, I know they're made more for sliding, but I tell you, for shock absorbing, they got the full weight of my body on my wrists today. And I didn't feel a thing. So 187 killer pads. And I'm really enjoying these things here too. These are from Carhartt. They're little workers' gloves for protecting yourself if you're sort of in a hard work environment. And I find that I feel safer with my hands with these on. So if you're a musician or somebody who's precious about your hands and you want to get back into skateboarding you're worrying, I recommend these as well. So the Carhartts and the killer 187s. Anyways, I hope you're having a good day. I hope weather is changing where you are. Spring is just around the corner. And I hope everybody's doing well out there. Cheers.